Hi, welcome to Dino Dragon Games. I'm your host, Dino Dragon. This is the third part of the Blender art thing, and this is the final part of the bug. There will be more art things in the future, so I will get better at this. So here am I showing off the thing, and there are some minor differences, i.e. in the mouth and then the toes, just to make it easier to me to apologize. And now we're going to UV unwrap it. And I hope you have a good Christmas, because by the time you see this, I would be in Oregon. In fact, I'm racing against the clock here, so let's begin with the UV unwrapping. So here in my UV unwrapping, so I'm just going to mark seams into the various parts of the mesh. Here am I doing with the head. I'm going to do mark seam around the neck, and I'm also going to do a seam where I press down the belly. That's me accidentally hit the window button because the control is right next to the control button, which is the quick way to do that as well. And here's me doing around the eyes. I'm sort of marking the seams and putting places where it will not be as noticeable. Albeit, after I color it in a way, I wouldn't need to. Doesn't matter, you won't notice the seams anyways, but it's always a good idea to mark seams where you can't see it. At least if you can. So, in my rotating the character around and then setting the rotation, because it was actually the wrong way where front is back, so I fixed that. Alright, so here am I struggling to get back into where I was. So I did the same mistake twice when I went to UV editing the high poly when I meant to do the low poly. The whole point of this is to bake the details onto from the high poly onto the low poly, and that's why I'm UV unwrapping it. Yeah, you hear that alarm? That's my brother. Don't worry about it. He's just in the room right now. He's trying to be quiet. A little bit of surprise there. Here's me accidentally hitting the Windows key again. Alright, we see what I'm doing. Yeah, so to continue these UV wrapping, and I was going to continue doing that and marking seams. If I bet you, if I haven't turned off the mirror modifier, I would have. It would have been much simpler, because I will mark the seam on one side and then do the other side. So here, after I'm done with the UV unwrap, prepare for baking, and here's me setting up the baking. I have a little trouble with getting the bake done so far, and it's a real simple fix. But here, the idea: I take the high poly, put it on the thing. Here's me trying to get the texture, name, normal. It's about 2048 by 2048 resolution. There's a pretty hot, a very high texture quality. And so here am I just kind of struggling because I can't quite bake. Oh well. But you kind of get the point. So here's me seriously setting up the game again. Struggling a bit but eventually I will just go ahead and skip right ahead and when I just got the bake complete. So the idea is set grades, distance, target. Yeah, there's a bunch of things. Kind of boring. So yeah, I'm just going to skip to the thing a little bit, and yeah, okay, here we go. Here's the after I'm done with baking. So this is what a normal map looks like. It's kind of like a greenish, blue, purplish color. It's meant to show. It's supposed to represent the details of the thing. Here I'm going to plug it in normal time. This is in real time now. So here am I demonstrating plugging the normal map into the normal slot into the main output. So you see the thing looking kind of plain. So I get the normal map, and then I'm going to plug the normal map into the normal, and bam! Suddenly we got detail. Ooh! In fact, I bet you in an instant you cannot tell the difference between the high poly version into the low poly. So we got some pictures right here. Can you tell the difference? Which one's the high poly and which one's the low poly? I know which one it is, and I'm not going to tell you. So hopefully you get it right. Here's another picture of that. And here we go. Here's the painting process. So kind of skip that. And then we get to the painting process. So this is Mega Scan. So this is a free thing. It's actually called Quixel Mixer. It's made by Crystal. You know, really good stuff. Making PBR textures, and this is very useful here. And here am I getting the thing. I've got to save the normal map into the thing. So yeah, I'm saving that really quick. And here am I getting the normal map in. Made a little mistake, but there we go. Now you see it in there, and now we're just getting on with the painting stuff. So here am I, just doing with Mega Scan things. It's kind of like Photoshop, bit like Substance Painter, but it's free, and it's actually very easy thing. As you can see, I'm just using the basic. You don't even, this is a free program actually. So yeah, Quixel Mixer. I'll probably give a link in the description so you can pick that up yourself if you are someone who's a budding 3D artist or whatever, and you want to make some art. And here we go. I will give it a link in the description. It's actually really good. Here am I just experimenting with different patterns. I went with a purling noise. This is again with the art. What kind of looks good? Should I add more things? And here am I going to paint in the eyes. I'm going to pick a red color, and I'm going to fill in the eyes. So one of the things that was fun story, like as you can see, painting it didn't quite fill in all things. But later on, as I just messed with the things, like suddenly just moving the layers, the paint layer up to a higher layer, suddenly just snap. Suddenly, it will work. So yeah, if things doesn't look quite right, just kind of move the layers around, and it will sort. It can sort itself out. So here I'm trying to doing other patterns like. Then I decided not liking the green, especially when I put in like no, I not like it. So yeah, this is the art thing. Whatever, if you don't like with the thing, just kind of change it. And yeah, this is the art thing, and I'm going to just add a bunch of layers, and I'm going to be quiet for real. Like just let you enjoy the music for a bit. There's me accidentally hitting the wrong button again. And here's making a gradient. As it here's me finally just move the thing, and suddenly, yeah, okay, that worked. Just move the paint layers and suddenly things just kind of snapping. It looks more red. It looks a bit too red, so here am I going back to the paint layer and just fixing it. So picking like a different color to kind of add a little bit of brown in there, brownish red. And here's the final result, and I hope you have a good time, have a good Christmas. I'm going to render this out, and I will see you next time. Like and subscribe and hit the notification bell, and I will see you next time again. Alright, cool, bye!